They are the ones who own the constitution of our country. There is no any decision to undermine the constitution that can successfully take place in our country without having the consent of the people.
Mashoko kubva kuna vaJob Sikhala vanova mukuru weboka reNational Democratic Working Group vachitaridza kutsigira kwavo kwavari kuita veDefend the Constitution Forum DCF. Avo vakanyora mashoko kana kuti vakataura maererano nezvekurudziro yavari kuita kuruzhinji rwenyika yeZimbabwe maererano nekuti vaise masignatures avo avari kutsvaka anokwana iwo miriyoni akanangana nekudhifenda bumbiro remutemo. Chikwata cheDCP chaita chikumbiro kuruzhinji rwenyika yeZimbabwe kuti vanofanirwa kusaina kuisa signature yavo kuitira kuti nyika dzepasi rose dzinge dzichinzwa chichemo chevana venyika yeZimbabwe apo nyika yatarisana nekuvandudzwa kwebumbiro remutemo. Vasikhala vanotaura kuti hakuna amendment inofanirwa kuitwa pasina consent, pasina mvumo yeveruzhinji venyika yeZimbabwe nekuti bumbiro nderevanhu, bumbiro nderenyika.
I would like to congratulate the Defend the Constitution platform, DCP, for successfully launching the practical route to challenge the 2030 agenda of Emmerson Mnangagwa and his tyranny. The 1 million voices for the Constitution petition that was launched yesterday by the DCP convener, Senator Jameson Timber, is the most fundamental action that has been taken so far to challenge the actions of Emmerson Mnangagwa's shenanigans. Petitioning is as good as demonstrating. It is part and parcel of the package in the province of protestation. There is no most powerful instrument in protestation more than petitioning the dictatorship on its way to subjugate the masses of our people on the agenda that will undermine the sovereignty of our people. So I would like to congratulate once more again the Defend the Constitution platform, DCP, for the bold decision of successfully launching the 1 million voices for the Constitution. Why do we need 1 million voices for the Constitution? Because the people are a sovereign lord. They are the ones who own the constitution of our country. There is no any decision to undermine the constitution that can successfully take place in our country without having the consent of the people. Some people will ask us some questions, like one of the questions that I received this afternoon. Their question is, what then thereafter the 1 million signatures of the masses of our people in that petition? Dear Zimbabweans, if you vividly remember, you know that at one particular point in time, I spoke to you about the saturation strategy. The saturation strategy is an all attack against the enemy using all available instruments at your disposal. But in the application of the saturation strategy is that you don't use all your arsenal at one particular time. You launch one strategy that saturates the enemy camp. So petitioning is one of multifarious strategies that will come in the future as a source of demonstrating not only to the people of Zimbabwe, but also to regional and international partners and colleagues, that this thing which Emmerson Mnangagwa and Shigananda are pursuing in Zimbabwe is not what the people of Zimbabwe want. So having this in mind, this petition will inform not only the people of Zimbabwe that this thing is not what you want, but will also inform the entire international community that this action which Mnangagwa and Shigananda are taking in our country is contrary to the wishes and aspirations of our people. So I urge all Zimbabweans to embrace this most important development that took place in our country yesterday. I have posted here the symbol of the petition of the 1 million voices for the Constitution. It is here on this channel. So all of you visit those email addresses for you to sign your name into that petition to make sure that all our voices are heard. This does not mean to say that the DCP's last strategy is this petition. This petition is one of the many other strategies that are going to come. And the Defend the Constitution platform is one of those platforms in Zimbabwe that is fighting against the mutilation of our Constitution, which has managed to unite all of us under one umbrella. Political parties are represented there. A number of social justice movements are under the DCP. A number of war veterans leaders, they are under DCP. The Zimbabwe National Students Union, you saw the Zimbabwe National Union Students President addressing the press conference yesterday. All the students in tertiary education are represented under DCP. You also saw women organizations, you saw churches, you saw Comrade Gurira from the war veterans was there. So DCP has managed to bring together all the forces in Zimbabwe to work under one umbrella for the agitation against the mutilation of our Constitution. So I would like to celebrate with you the leadership of the DCP, our convener, Senator Jameson Timber, for having been able to bring all the people of Zimbabwe together. I urge the executive of the DCP, which I am, of course, one of the leaders of DCP as the executive member at large, as the committee member at large, that we must now reach out to Professor Lovemore Maduku and the NCA. We must reach out to Mkoma Tendai Biti. We must now reach out to all those people who are fighting for the cause of our people, so that we work together as one team and as one voice. During this period in time, there is no substitution to unity. Unity of purpose is the most important and fundamental principle that will drive us to be victorious under this challenge. Even those who are from ZANU-PF, who would love to work with us in the fight against the mutilation of our constitution, please let's welcome them and work together at this particular period in time. There is no space for cheap politics. There is no time for us to speak in divided voices. It's not about seeking individual glory. It is a collective national effort of each and every Zimbabwean. So my humble call is that let's all of us come together. Let us all speak with one voice under one umbrella, so that when we take a national action, the national action will be backed by almost everyone in the nation without divided voices. So I call upon all our brothers who are also leading other organizations that are pushing the same agenda, that at this particular point in time, there is nothing that will substitute the unity of all of us to come under one roof to fight with one common vision and one common voice. After we win this, if people decide to go their different ways, but after we have dealt specifically with this issue, which is a major national challenge in our country at the present moment. So, dear Zimbabweans, I urge all of you to partake in signing this petition. We need 1 million voices for the Constitution. The mobilization must be escalated to make sure that it reaches all the four corners of the world. Zimbabweans at home and abroad, it's now your time for you to be able to speak and participate in this peaceful exercise of signing 1 million signatures against Emmerson Mnangagwa's agenda to extend his rulership up to 2030. There is no doubt in the mind of all of us in Zimbabwe that the Emmerson Mnangagwa's regime has destroyed our country more than how Mugabe has destroyed Zimbabwe for his 37 years of misrule. Mugabe's 37 years of misrule has been surpassed 10 times by Emmerson Mnangagwa's authoritarian, evil, dictatorial rulership that he has given us since November 2017. Our people are suffering more than at any other given time. Families are not able to get a decent meal a day. Our people are suffering. Our youth are just coming out of universities and colleges with no any iota of future of where they will be able to work. Zimbabweans are scattered throughout the country, not on their own will, but on the basis of the failure of the system back home. Our masses are suffering. Our parents are not able to send their children to school and pay school fees on the basis of the poverty that has been brought in our country by Emmerson Mnangagwa and his Kananda. So for how long will we allow this to continue? If you continue Emmerson Mnangagwa to successfully mutilate our constitution and extend his rulership up to 2030, the people of our country shall suffer. We shall suffer to the level where we will all be as thin as an Ethiopian dog. The majority of our people are starving. We cannot afford the perpetuation of the current poverty and extend it from 2028 to 2030 with another 2 years. This is only our chance to stop Emmerson Mnangagwa in his road to destroy our nation and install it into a full-blown dictatorship. The period for full-blown dictatorship is gone. The people of Zimbabwe need democratic governance where they are given the opportunity for them to exercise a one-man, one-vote election of the leaders of their own choice. We will not be able to accept this. So all of us, let's participate in this petition. Let's all come together. Let all those people who are speaking with one voice to fight against 2030 come together under one umbrella and amplify our voices as great children of Zimbabwe. A soloist will never be able to drown the voice of a choir. When you are a team and a choir, your voices are amplified than a solo practitioner. Solo practitioners always think that they've got an overwhelming power. But the truth of the matter is that there is no substitute to collective unity among a people to fight for a cause. So I urge all of us to come together and make sure that we pull this thing together and make sure that we save our nation from being down to the drain by Emmerson Mnangagwa and the Gananda crew. With these words, I thank you all the people of Zimbabwe for listening to this very important address. Please share it in all groups. Please share it all over for the people of Zimbabwe to receive this very important message that I have delivered today. May all of you be blessed in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I thank you.